Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Be one of the first customers to shop on Saturday, December 6th and receive a free Godiva chocolate bar. Stores open at 6 a.m. By Pick and Save, proud sponsor of the Preps Plus highlights. Time Warner Cable. Order the All the Best package, 3 great services on one simple bill at one low price. By Frederick, the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. By Lackey & Joys, with locations in downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon, and celebrating the holidays at Mayfair Mall. And by Realty Executives, where the experts are.
Hopes are high for the hoop season here at Kettle Moraine High School, home of the Lasers. Hi, I'm your host, Gary Howard, and welcome to Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's high school sports show. We'll see the Kettle Moraine boys team in action a little bit later on, plus highlights from other boys and girls basketball games. As you know, we always start the show by profiling a young, outstanding performer, and today's no different. Brad Preda, my main man, introduces us to our Boston Store featured student athlete.
You may have seen Jimmy Sherburne making a big play in a basketball game. You may not have known that his accomplishments as a student are just as impressive, maybe more. Sherburne will take both those skill sets to Princeton next year. That may not have happened if not for a neighbor of the Sherburnes who graduated from Princeton.
He told me about his experience there and all the opportunities he had to study abroad and do different clubs. And I was pretty impressed by it.
Jimmy is in his 4th varsity season at Whitefish Bay. You can tell that he and his coach are on the same page when it comes to this season's objectives.
Reduce my number of turnovers per game and increase assists and just make the players around me better.
He's got to be a leader for us on the floor. He'll play some point guard, some shooting guard, and I guess we're really looking for him to make the other players a little bit better, and he's going to take that challenge.
Sherburne is excited about the fact that the Blue Dukes are fielding a veteran team, a squad that tied for 2nd place in the North Shore Conference last year.
We have a lot of returning experience. We have a couple guys who've been playing starting for 3 years. So I think that experience will help us in difficult situations where we haven't been able to execute before.
Jimmy Sherburne won't be getting an athletic scholarship when he heads off to Princeton. You see, the Ivy League doesn't offer those. But he will be getting a financial aid package to help him take advantage of a very rare opportunity. Jimmy says it's just starting to sink in that he'll be attending such a prestigious university. Even a guy who brought a 3.95 grade point average into his senior year can be a bit intimidated by the coursework he'll face next fall.
It might be a little hard at first to make the transition because you get all the East Coast prep school kids out there who are like, they're born to go to Princeton, but I think Whitefish Bay is really good as is, and I think it's done a pretty good job of preparing me for the workload there.
Sherburne chose Princeton over Yale, where he could have played basketball, and over Wisconsin, which wanted him to be a preferred walk-on on the football team. But Sherburne likes hoops much more than football, even though he just finished quarterbacking the Blue Dukes to a solid season.
It was good for us. It was a good season in that we maxed our potential. I don't know if we could have played any better than we did. So it was a fun year.
You could call Jimmy the quarterback of the basketball team, too.
He's kind of the signature of the program at this point, athletically and academically, by going to Princeton. But he's meant a lot to us, and he wants to finish up strong.
Jimmy will likely try to do the same in the classroom, where he sometimes gets teased about his grades.
Kids will look at what I got on the test or something and say, "Oh, I hate you. How come you're so good at this?" Or when they find out I'm going to Princeton, they'll just tell me how jealous they are and stuff. It makes me feel bad for a second, but then I realize that I'm pretty lucky to be in the situation that I'm in.
If you're a regular viewer of Preps Plus, you know what's coming up next. It's time now for the presentation of our featured student athlete plaque, courtesy of Boston Store.
The Blue Dukes gather at midcourt as Coach Dave Shaw does the honors.
Give joy, give more, give more, give joy.
Save half on everything we advertise. Seniors save an extra 20% at our 50% off one-day sale.
Give joy, come to the right place.
Boston Store.
Give joy, give more, give more, give joy.
Save on hundreds of items like these starting at 6 a.m. Wednesday at our 50% off one-day sale.
Give joy, come to the right place.
Boston Store.
What does it take to become a leader? Our patients know it takes the finest minds in medicine. It takes an academic medical center. Less than 2% of America's hospitals are academic medical centers. They're rare. That's why our patients know we're the smart choice for the finest care. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic.
This one.
No. That one. Approved.
Every Roundy's product is approved for quality and signed by Chairman Bob himself.
Approved.
Roundy's, exclusively at Pick and Save.
Thank you.
Sussex-Hamilton enjoyed a fine football season, and the Chargers hope to carry that over onto the basketball court. We've got their season opener as we rock and roll the Pick and Save action reel.
Watertown opened the season Tuesday night on the road against potential power Sussex-Hamilton with the area's leading scorer from last year, Cameron Cerrone. But it was a couple of other guys lighting up the board in the first as the Goslings did all they could to get the ball to 6'6" Des Smith, and he rewarded them. Here off the nifty touch pass, he's up and in. Smith would pour in 13 points in the first. But the Chargers' Brett Meineke was step for step. Cerrone finds him in the corner. 3 is a magic number. Then off the turnover, Brian Griskevich pushes it up, then drops the dime to Meineke for the sweet deuce. Meineke tallies 12 in the frame, and Sussex leads 21-18 after 1. Second quarter, Smith goes to the kid-and-play fade, and he buries it. Smith would finish with a team-high 26. Meineke has an answer. On the opposite of moderate, immaculately polished with the spirit of a hustler and the swagger of a college kid. Meineke nets a game best 29. Then watch Cerrone, no call on the trip. Ouch, man, my hand. Give me the ball. Splash down from three-point land. He had 28 for the contest, 41-33 Hamilton at the half. And like the players, the Chargers fans were in midseason form, mimicking the Watertown head coach. Check out the mock sleeve pull-up. In the words of Jim Rome, phenomenal. Sussex-Hamilton will put the kids to bed in the third. Cerrone and Meineke getting the attention. Griskevich is going to get a lot of open looks like this for 3. As the Chargers roll 79-66 for an impressive opening night W. New Berlin Eisenhower played host to South Milwaukee in non-conference girls action. The visitors' Kaylee Kitsky doesn't care that she's 4 feet behind the arc, and there's why. Kitsky connects for 3 of her game-high 23 points. And like an alert defensive back, Kitsky will step in front of this pass. Nobody will stop her, but they'll try. This turns into an old-fashioned three-point play. Second quarter, Kelly Brubakken fires cross-court to Megan Kachuk, who sends it right back to Brubakken for an easy 2. Final minute of the half, Kachuk launches this one from deep. She would hit 3 threes on the night. Ike trails by 3 at the half. Do not adjust your set. This guy is really close to the camera. Rockets blasting off in the third quarter. Freshman Mallory Wesley fires the ball to sophomore Kelsey Matuzak. 3-point play. Matuzak scored 13. In the fourth, it's Eisenhower's freshman-sophomore combo. Nicole Ballman finds Anna Hahn under the hoop for 2. Next possession, Hahn is there again. She would lead the Lions with 16 points and pull down 13 rebounds. Just seconds later, watch Callie Shanley on defense. Palms up, she slaps the ball free. She'll grab it and bring it up court. Ballman will get another assist to Hahn. Eisenhower pulls away to earn the 59-45 victory the Lions' first win of the season.
A brand new tournament stuffed around Thanksgiving Day matched Milwaukee City schools against opponents from the suburbs, opponents like Kettle Moraine. We'll have a taste of that action up next in the Time Warner Cable Big Game.
As basketball fans know, Milwaukee King will not get the chance to play for the gold ball in Madison at the end of this season. The Generals would try to win a tournament to begin the year. They faced Kettle Moraine in the opening round of the City Suburban Classic. King, as usual, will be expected to challenge for the City Conference title. Kettle Moraine is considered the favorite this year in the Classic 8. No kidding, those guys are serious about that. Early action from the court at Wisconsin Lutheran College. Thomas Scholl Malone posts up and shows a soft touch on the jumper. How about some serious passing? Ed Reed, no look to Debonair Townsend. Defender touched it, no matter. King leads early. This time Ed Reed is on the receiving end. Marcus Kirk makes the left-handed bounce pass for the layup, and Kettle Moraine wants a timeout. Here Reed's pass is deflected by Josh Luderbach. Tom Wentzler corrals it, and here he comes. Nice body control. The Lasers, though, trail by 10 after one quarter. Here's a great name for a hoops player. Cortland Scott Johnson drives baseline, 2+1. Cortland puts King up by 15. Big Josh Luderbach tries to keep the contest close. Luderbach spins and scores 2 of his team-high 17. Meanwhile, Ed Reed is making it look easy. Reed drains the three-pointer, and the Generals lead by 12 at the break. Third quarter, it's Dan Kelm at the helm. Kelm hits the turnaround jumper for 2 of his 16. But check out Marcus Kirk, weaving his way to the baseline and feeding Jarvis Ragland in the far corner. 11 guys would get in the scoring column for King. Then it's Ed Reed showing off the quick release. First, he knocks one down from inside the arc. Then the step-back jumper from beyond the arc. Reed led everyone with 25 points. Dan Kelm matches Reed's accuracy from outside. He had a couple of threes, but the Lasers wouldn't be able to do enough. For a finishing touch, here's Marcus Kirk with the sweet shovel pass to Michael Ward. King goes on to win 67-56. No matter the outcome, each team in the tourney gets multiple chances to improve against tough competition.
It's nice they have those 3 games within those 4 days. We try to look at a positive spin on that. You know, obviously fatigue will set in eventually, but we can't let that happen.
We want to play as many games as we can in a big atmosphere, and you're only allowed 20 games. And you know, this is a great venue tonight. To start the season off like this is phenomenal.
Coming up on Preps Plus, we'll look back on some of the memorable moments from the state football playoffs. And if you're looking for any results from your team, football or basketball, just log on to the Preps Plus website at jsonline.com. Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's high school sports show, will be right back.
Button hook 7 slant right. Check, check. Red jet cross 9 on 3. If these mean anything to you, it means you're a real football fan. But are you watching it like a pro? Get HD service with digital cable from Time Warner Cable and catch the games you want to see in beautiful HD. Football in free HD. That's right, I said free. Satellite wants to charge you over $100 a year for the HD programming we offer for free. Make the winning play. Switch to Time Warner Cable today for this great deal. It's a big win at home. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Half on everything we advertise. Seniors save an extra 20% at our 50% off one-day sale.
Give joy, come to the right place.
Boston Store.
Give joy, give more, give more, give joy.
Save on hundreds of items like these starting at 6 a.m. Wednesday at our 50% off one-day sale.
Give joy, come to the right place.
Boston Store.
Approved. He likes it. He likes it. Oh.
Every Roundy's product is approved for quality and signed by Chairman Bob himself.
Approved.
Roundy's, exclusively at Pick and Save.
Thank you.
Doug Chickering, the man in charge of the WIAA, will retire after the school year ends. We caught up with Mr. Chickering as he handed out championship trophies at Camp Randall Stadium for the last time.
Congratulating and presenting awards to teams and coaches has been one of the most visible parts of Doug Chickering's job. It's been a satisfying role for Chickering, especially when he's done it at Camp Randall.
The football playoffs have always been very special to me because it was 23 years ago at this event when I was hired for this position. So for that reason alone, like all the other state tournaments, it's just so much fun to be here to see the excitement that's associated with the celebrations that come at the end of the season.
Several years ago, the football playoffs expanded from 6 to 7 divisions. Chickering is most proud of the increased opportunities for state tournament play that have happened in football and many other sports during his tenure. One issue that's sure to remain on Doug Chickering's mind for the remainder of his time on the job is the push for national championships in many sports. The WIAA has taken a stand on the issue, forbidding member schools from taking part in such events.
If we do that, we're only going to be talking about the most elite athletes and the best teams, and we might forget all of those other kids that will never be great athletes, but they sure learned a lot about the core values of participation that high school sports brings to them.
Chickering and the WIAA have certainly heard complaints on that topic. Another area in which the association takes some heat is the divisional placement of non-public schools in tournaments like basketball. Those schools are not restricted by district boundaries, but Chickering argues that public schools are now in a similar situation.
I think all of that will eventually sift out so that there will be an understanding of the impact that public school open enrollment has had on that entire process.
Doug Chickering has had plenty of controversial issues to deal with during his tenure, and no doubt so will his successor. But none of those issues has prevented Chickering from enjoying his job, which he'll continue doing through the end of July.
No 2 days have ever been the same, and I truly have loved going to work every day. And when you deal with the passions associated with our youth and with high school sports, there are certainly some anxieties and some other issues with which you have to deal. But the people you meet are just the greatest in the world.
Girls basketball teams typically start competing before other winter squads, so it makes sense that we honor the ladies as the Realty Executives Team of the Week.
St. Francis isn't generally known for its basketball prowess, but the girls team tipped off their new campaign with a title, winning their own tournament for the first time in 2 decades, and they hope it's something to build off of this year.
I think it totally boosts our morale as a team and our team chemistry. It builds it, and I don't know, it feels really nice to get 2 wins early in the season.
We definitely had a huge team effort. We were so enthusiastic, and we don't get a lot of wins a lot, so we definitely were excited about that.
Led by sophomore Becky Gilbreth's 16 points, St. Francis beat Port Washington 49-33 for the championship. And while it's only a 2-0 start, that's already a step in the right direction for the Mariners. Last season, St. Francis won just 3 times, and since 2002, they haven't won more than 6 games in a season. So many of the ladies saw their victories as a statement.
We really wanted to go out there and prove ourselves because we're always so underestimated being St. Francis and being a small school. I think we're one of the smaller ones in the Woodland Conference, so people don't expect much of us in athletics, but I think we proved ourselves this weekend.
There's a long way to go yet this season, and the Mariners may not have the most talent on the floor every night, but they hope to make up for that with all-out effort and teamwork.
When we go out, we give a lot of effort, especially this year. We all have great team chemistry, and it's going to get us far.
It's easy for us to have that come to the basketball court and play basketball because we've got good team chemistry.
Dana Keegan of Realty Executives Integrity presents our Team of the Week plaque.
What does it take to combat the various forms of cancer? Our patients know. It takes specialists that focus on specific cancer types. It takes an academic medical center like Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Less than 2% of America's hospitals are academic medical centers. They're rare, which is why our patients know we're the smart choice for cancer care. Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice in cancer care, it's academic.
Wow, this is one good-looking TV. Clearly you take your TV viewing seriously. So why not watch in serious style? By getting HD service with digital cable from Time Warner Cable. You get programs in HD for free. Satellite wants to charge you over $100 a year for HD programming. Instead, see the shows you want at a price you'll love. Upgrade to digital cable or HD TV. Call Time Warner Cable today. You've got the great TV. Now get the great HD service it deserves. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
Give joy, give more, give more, give joy.
Save half on everything we advertise. Seniors save an extra 20% at our 50% off one-day sale.
Give joy, come to the right place.
Boston Store.
Give joy, give more, give more, give joy.
Save on hundreds of items like these starting at 6 a.m. Wednesday at our 50% off one-day sale.
Give joy, come to the right place.
Boston Store.
So hard.
Did you know that what you eat after a game is just as important as before the game? Hello, I'm Kimberly Kane. Joining us now is Tracy Brand, a registered dietitian here at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Tracy, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Talk about the importance of eating well before and after the game.
A proper sports diet can help you improve your performance, have more energy, and recover faster. Before your event, you want to increase your carbohydrates in your diet 1 to 2 days before. After your event, you want to have high carbs and higher protein within 2 hours of your event.
And you've brought some things to show us, beverages.
Yeah, and just to show a little bit of the sugar content, I get a lot of questions on soda and Gatorade content with sugar. Obviously, soda has a lot of sugar, but so does Gatorade.
Right, which many people may not realize.
That's right, and what you want to do is limit some of these things, especially the sodas and things. The refined sugars can increase your glycogen stores too fast and actually have you muscle fatigue faster. So you don't want to have too much sugar in your diet.
Okay. Tracy, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
If you'd like to learn more about the Sports Medicine Center at Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin, go online to froedtert.com/sports.
Each year, the We Are Football players bring plenty of excitement, emotion, triumph, and heartbreak. Super Smooth Tim Muma compiled some of the year's biggest moments in the Lackey and Joy Spotlight.
While there's never a bad time to find your way into the end zone, if you can score a touchdown on the big stage at Camp Randall Stadium with a state championship on the line, well, then your moment gets amplified. And with that in mind, we take a look back at the best highlights from the 2008 state championships.
That's a wrap for this week's episode of Preps Plus, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's high school sports show. Special thanks to the girls from Kettle Moraine. Good luck this year. Please be sure to join us again next week. Same Preps Plus time, same Preps Plus channel. Until then, I'm Gary Howard. Peace.
The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Be one of the first customers to shop on Saturday, December 6th and receive a free Godiva chocolate bar. Stores open at 6 a.m. Buy, Pick, and Save, proud sponsor of the Preps Plus highlights. Time Warner Cable. Order the All the Best package, 3 great services on one simple bill at one low price. By Frederick and the Medical College of Wisconsin. For the smart choice, it's academic. By Lackey & Joy, with locations in downtown Milwaukee, Brookfield, and Mequon, and celebrating the holidays at Mayfair Mall. And by Realty Executives, where the experts are.